today I'm in Rogers Lakewood Park, and today we're going to scale down a little bit. Oftentimes as photographers and filmmakers, we get this idea in our head that every shot we get has to be this epic, once-in-a-lifetime experience. And while those shots are fun, we tend to forget about the little things that speak differently, but are equally powerful. For example, today we're at Rogers Lakewood Park, and we're going to go around and we're just going to find some insects, and we're going to get up close and personal and just kind of take a step into their world. We live in such a fast-paced day and age. Technology, work, all this stuff is crazy. It's such a noisy environment, if you will. Speaking on behalf of myself as well, I have kind of forgotten how to just take a deep breath and admire those little things that we see when we're a child. When we're little, we see those things. And I remember being little. I remember the colors. I remember just finding every single detail, being able to stare at a tree for 15 minutes, just analyzing it. And I think we need to bring that magic back. Especially as photographers, I think we need to bring that mentality back. If you slow down and you take a look and you just scale down for just a minute, there's a whole nother world out there. So this is a pack of filters that I bought for my kit lens, my telephoto kit lens for the A6300 that I'm filming with right now. It's a 55 to 210, and the thread size is 49 millimeters. So the way these things work is, you can see it's basically a little magnifying glass, that's all it is. And you just thread it on to the end of your lens, and what it does is it decreases that minimal focal length. In other words, you can take a telephoto lens like this one, put one of those filters on, and you can get some extremely close-up footage, and you can get up close and personal and do things that you normally wouldn't be able to do with a telephoto lens. I think for the price, you can get some pretty beautiful imagery. So let's go out here, let's look for some wildlife, some insect life, and let's get up close and personal. Okay, we are off. I can hear some katydids over here. Any of the weeds that you see here along the side of the lake are just going to be flourishing with insects this time of the year. So that is a female, and she's snacking on some seeds. I have exceeded my minimal focal length, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop on the +2 filter. So here we go. I'm going to try to do this without scaring it away. The filter is going on right now. The +2 filter on my 55 to 210 lens. And now, let's see. So this is with the +2 filter on. I'm about probably 1.5 feet away from the insect. You can see getting a lot better of a view here. So I'm going to try to inch my way a little bit closer. Right now I'm about 14 inches away from the katydid. And now you can see I have been noticed. But sneaking up really paid off because we got a couple of really cool shots. So right now this is something that we would never be able to do with the kit lens alone. So I want to get even closer. I've exceeded the minimal focal range of the +2 filter, so now I'm attaching my +4. I'm about 9 inches away from the insect. I'm just going to try to scare it around the other side there. Okay. So the closer we get with these filters, the more shallow the depth of field is, meaning that it's harder to precisely focus. If we just move that focus ring just the slightest bit, the subject will be out of focus. So this is with the +4 filter. It's such a shallow depth of field that actually parts of the insect are out of focus and in focus at the same time. What a beautiful insect. I wish we were in direct sunlight right now. Let's take a closer look at these wasps gathering nectar from the goldenrod flowers. So for this shot, I'm actually just hand shooting. And instead of using the focal ring on the lens, I'm just leaning forward or backward just to try to maintain as much focus as I can get. Because the insect is coming in and out of focus so frequently, I decided to switch over to 120 frames per second just to kind of counter that really shallow depth of field that you get when you add a filter to one of these lenses. So as nice as these little lens filters are, I think one of the reasons that they get bad-mouthed so much is because you do run into some chromatic aberration. And basically what this is it's light passing through the lens at an angle. It's something that you oftentimes see in cheaper glass, and you kind of get the color fringing. But I found if you don't get too greedy about your shots, don't get too ambitious, if you have a +4 or a +6 and you're at 210 millimeters zoomed all the way in, it's going to be pretty distorted, especially on the edges. So as long as you're modest with it, I find the imagery to be pretty good. As you can see, this bee here is wanting to take over. Look at it, looks like it just kicked him. Did you see that? Let's play that again. That was hilarious. Guys, thank you so much for stopping by and watching this video. I hope you found it helpful and inspiring. If you don't already have a pack of these close-up filters, I want to let you know right now, the filters that I used today are the bottom of the line. They were $20 for this pack of filters. You can spend all the way up to $2,200 if you wanted to. Figured it'd be helpful to show you guys what you can get with the cheapest option. If you want to purchase a set of close-up filters, what you'll need to do is select the lens that you want, and you need to determine your filter thread size. Basically, you'll see a little circle with a line through it with a couple of numbers in millimeters next to that. That is your thread size. So check that out on your lens that you want to use first, and then you can go and select appropriate filter size for that lens. If you guys enjoyed this video, please do reach over and hit that subscribe button, because I have a lot more videos on the way just like this. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.